The Speaker, on behalf of the entire membership of the House of Representatives, offers House Resolution number 196, a resolution of tribute offered as a memorial for Gary M. Vanek, former member of the House of Representatives. Whereas, members of this legislative body were saddened to learn of the passing of former Representative Gary Vanek. He was a distinguished member of the Royal Oak community, including as a business leader and civic and community servant. And whereas a native of Royal Oak, Gary Vanek's life of service and contributions left an indelible mark on his community. He has the distinction of being among the first students to attend Kimball High School, and years later, he was the commencement speaker for the last graduating class before the closure of the school. He coached Little League football and was a member of the Raven High School hockey team board of directors. In 2014, he was inducted in the Royal Oak High School Hall of Fame. Whereas, Gary Vanek graduated from Central Michigan University and Eastern Michigan University before embarking on a long and distinguished career that includes contributions in education, business, and public service. Elected to the Michigan House of Representatives in 1978, Gary Vanek served his constituents and the citizens of Michigan with diligence and commitment, both as a member and leader within this legislative body. He was a member of the Economic Development and Energy, Taxation, and State Affairs Committees. Furthermore, as Majority Floor Whip and Majority Vice Chair of the House Policy Committee and House Committee on Roads and Bridges, he demonstrated leadership and commitment that were invaluable to the work of the legislature. After his legislative tenure, he served on the State Liquor Control Commission from 1983 to 1988. And whereas, from his 17 years as an educator to the entrepreneurial acumen that he demonstrated as president and CEO of MEIA Insurance Agency, to his public and community service contributions, Gary Vanek has significantly impacted the lives of many. May the knowledge that he has made such a difference be a measure of solace for his loving family. Now therefore be resolved by the House of Representatives that we offer this expression of our highest tribute to honor the memory of Gary M. Vanek, a member of this legislative body from 1978 to 1982, and be it further resolved that copies of this resolution be transmitted to the Vanek family as evidence of our lasting esteem for his memory.
Would all members in favor of the memorial resolution please rise? The resolution is adopted. The chair recognizes Representative Ellison.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am honored today to have me join on the floor our former colleague, former Representative Jim Townsend, to join me in this honor as we pay homage to Gary Vanek. Colleagues, today I rise on the sad occasion to say goodbye to a very good friend and mentor, former State Representative Gary Vanek. It is with deep appreciation for the commitment, dedication, and service of the Honorable Gary Vanek put forth on behalf of the people of Royal Oak, Madison Heights, Oakland County, and the state of Michigan, that we offer this memorial resolution today honoring his legacy and memory. Former Representative Vanek was born on August 12, 1940, in Royal Oak, Michigan, to the late John and Margaret Vanek. A lifelong resident of Royal Oak, Gary originally attended Royal Oak High School and later attended and graduated from Kimball High School in Royal Oak. While in high school, he worked in the print shop, served as president of the Conservation Club, and was one of the first co-captains of the Kimball Knights football team. Having lettered at Royal Oak High School as a sophomore, before attending Kimball High School, Gary had the distinction of earning a varsity letter in football from each high school. Gary also had the unique honor of being one of the first students to walk through the doors of Kimball High School when it opened, but also one of the last to leave when he returned to deliver the commencement address to the last graduating class. Gary earned degrees from Central Michigan, Eastern Michigan, and upon graduation, he began his career as a teacher in Royal Oak, where I first had the opportunity to meet him. Gary was my shop teacher at Kimball High School and stoked my passion for automobiles. In 1978, The residents of Royal Oak and Madison Heights elected Gary to represent them in the Michigan House of Representatives. After serving 3 terms in the legislature, he went on to serve 5 years on the Michigan Liquor Control Commission. Gary became one of my closest advisors and supporters when I began my own political life. Mr. Vanek also obtained his insurance license and served as president and CEO of MEIA Insurance Agency for nearly a decade. In addition to his public service and professional career, Mr. Vanek was always active in the community. Gary and his wife Sandy devoted countless hours and significant financial support to the many churches, schools, and community organizations. Gary coached Little League football and served on the board of directors for the Royal Oak High School hockey team. He also served on the Royal Oak Foundation for Public Education. He dedicated many years of service to the Royal Oak Boys and Girls Club and served for 25 years on the board of directors for the Judson Center in Royal Oak. In recognition of his dedicated service, each of these organizations has made him a lifetime trustee. Additionally, the Michigan Federation of Children and Family Services honored Mr. Vanek as their board member of the year, and the Detroit Free Press recognized him as its volunteer of the week. In recognition of the many lives he touched throughout his community, Gary was also inducted into the Royal Oak High School Hall of Fame. Mr. Vanek's legacy lives on through his loving family, his wife Sandy, who joins me on the floor today, and his daughter Tammy, who also joins me on the floor today. We also have in the East Gallery, we have his grandson Zachary Vanek, great-granddaughters Callie Vanek and Olive Vanek, his grandson Brian Brown, his granddaughter Michaela Brown Vanek with her boyfriend Mike Cyrus, granddaughter Courtney Tucker and her spouse Brian Tucker, and his great-granddaughter Remington Tucker. They are up in the East Gallery. It is with great honor that we present this tribute, which is signed and dedicated to join with the people of Royal Oak, Madison Heights, Oakland County, and the state of Michigan in acknowledgement of former state representative Gary Vanek's exemplary service. Our most heartfelt compassion and prayers go to his family, friends, and loved ones during their time of loss. May Gary's legacy long continue to inspire others as it has inspired me. Thank you.
Members, would you please join me now in welcoming Representative Vanek's family to the House of Representatives?